the Twitch world. Welcome back. I'm going to be doing a little bit. I'm finally picking up Disco Elysium again. Finally go back in here and beat this shit. Like right at the fucking end of the game too. I've been playing this one for a long time. I would say this game is definitely one of the better RPGs of all time. Easily. Okay. Perfect. Give me just 1 second and I'll get this shit popping off. Make sure all my stream shit's still set up. I kind of took like a little 2-week break from streaming, but I'm off all this week, so I'm gonna do a little gaming. Alrighty. I'll just go out to this boat, and that's how I get over to the island.
A skiff with a small steering engine in the back floats on the calm mirror of the sea. Its 2 seats are empty. Once you get in, that's it. One pull of the starter handle, and you're off into the bay. A strange trepidation comes over you. Are you sure you want to go? Have you made all the necessary preparations? Closed all your accounts? Remember what the net picker said.
Let me make sure I have done that. Oh yeah, it wanted me to talk to the fucking twins over here. I do think I have, like, done everything.
The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone while the other watches him do it.
On that island? That's, nothing. It's just a seafort and some plants. You can take a raft there. It's great. And we make a fire. We make a fire. Mm-hmm. Gather the sticks for the fire. And bullets. Or not real bullets.
Bullet shells. There are a lot of them left over from the war. But this could be important.
I don't know what these are.
They're shotgun shells, bitch.
They're nice. The fire guy comes and asks us to put the fire.
They must mean a human being on that island, but it's cut off.
Our father killed himself. Don't say that, he didn't.
That is a wild line to say to a kid. That's crazy.
Please don't. Don't stop crying. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna stop crying, stupid. doesn't even have anything to do with this, you. Father isn't the fire guy.
The two things are unconnected. Your question didn't make sense.
I don't know. No. Yes. Because he asks to put the fire out. I don't know. He doesn't like it. He doesn't like people to be there. You shouldn't. Yes. No, he doesn't live there. I don't think. No, he lives there. Been there twice, 2 times. He doesn't live there. He isn't there sometimes. I don't know. We ran. He just yelled we shouldn't be there. There's
Make a save after that. I'm gonna do that. I wonder how I call. I'm pretty sure I had to do that on Kim's fucking car, but they didn't erect that motherfucker to hell and back. Yeah, it says use Kim's shortwave radio. It's unfortunate. Unfortunate. Okay, so this one is that part of the sea fortress that I'm about to go to. So let's fucking chill. Alright, I think that's pretty much it. Let's go to the sea fortress. Fuck it.
The skiff floats once you get... Have you made... Remember what the net picker said? It's a small tank. You won't be going back and forth on this. There. This is now a rock and roll skiff. Why? Because rock and roll. Yeah. Sad rock and roll. Sad FM is a radio station specializing in sad, slow rock songs. You seem to know its frequency by heart.
I wonder if there's anything that I could buy that's like really cool. What if I do go buy some of those books and dive into some of the like lore of the world and shit? It does sound really cool. Basically trying to see what are some cool things that I can buy with the money that I have now.
A small mountain of colorful board game boxes. There are numerous types of games for all ages. The display rack is brimming with worn paperbacks featuring an extremely muscular, sword-wielding barbarian on the cover. Shelves filled to the brim with crime novels.
I'll be able to buy at least a few of them. Check them out.
Shelves full of biographies of famous people, whoever. This bookstore is not strictly about crime, romance, and shelves full of biographies.
A true cultural touchstone. Enjoy
The Greatest Innocence by João Paulo Salomão Lopes de Fuego. The book, browsing through the various chapters, you try your best to understand the ceaseless overflow, the sprawl of names, dates, places, events historical. Most of it ends up as a twisted mass of facts inside your brain. Your educational survey is done. Did you catch any of that? No. Oh well, it's pop quiz time. Let's see what you've learned. This might take a few minutes. You ready? That's the spirit. Here we go. Oh yeah, this is what I was made for. A pop quiz is a short examination designed to test your knowledge without any prior warning or announcement. Such exams allow the teacher to assess how thoroughly the students have retained the material at hand. What? Thanks for nothing. Dolores Day. Dolores. Incorrect. Dolores Day was the innocence of humanism, internationalism, and the welfare state. She codified parliamentary democracy. Her colors are silver, white, and apricot. And when
I
you
thought
think
she
of her
was the
name,
first one.
Dolores, stomach acid rises to the back of your throat, and it hurts. You see a flash silver, a wreath, an airport bag, and blonde hair. You don't know why. Steer clear of this one. There's something terrible about this one. A strange sensation of loss. When she left the earth, the dust, and the ice, and the humans. That is unimportant to the quiz. Stop thinking. Yes, the quiz is impersonal. No need to rouse sensations in yourself at the mention of Dolores Day. Who was the first innocence? It wasn't Dolores Day. Correct. Nothing much is known about him. It's not even clear that he was a he, but Franco Negro presumed as such and called him Pius. He's depicted as a young man with molten gold pouring out of his mouth. All he spoke was gold. It's said he invented God and equality of men before God. He also introduced the gold standard as a way for measuring people's love for Aurum. As the first innocence, he declared that there should be more of those like him. It is presumed his disciples were the beginning of the Holy Party. Question 2. Who was the strongest innocence? Easy. Everybody knows the answer to this. You, me, anybody. An innocence is the highest category of historical personage in the world, a literal personification of history. Traditionally, an innocence, when anointed, assumes supreme rule over the Occident or the known world in general, at least the parts that matter. I can do better. Okay, so commonly an innocence does not enforce his or her power through military power. This is seen as unnecessary. The innocence wins because an innocence can't help but win, for their deeds are inevitabilities. Damn, Dolores. Incorrect. Vespa Messina is not a person, but a defunct state on the southeastern coast of the Occident. It used to take up most of the peninsula before separating into the republics of Vespa and Messina. Care to try again? Correct. Named the innocence of militarism, he codified hereditary rule, but at the same time ended serfdom and established the Inter-Isolari Real as the global reserve currency. He also established the concept of the nation. Franco Negro attempted to solve the rising tensions between the aristocracy and bourgeoisie by building a unified society in which every man has a place and a mission, but at the same time may rise to nobility provided on the strength of his virtue. Question 3. Who was the false? It got it under control. No problem. Solid on this one. It's widespread historical information. Yes, there exists a group called the Founding Party, known as the Holy Party, during the time of the Pericarnacian. This, the world's oldest international organization, spends its time in search of either the re-emergence of the innocents or new members. There seems to be a mix-up with the sources. At least it clearly wasn't Dolores Day. She wouldn't be false. She's beautiful. Incorrect. Stepan the Despicable, regent of Kedra, was a ruler who conquered the known world during the Kedriatic conquest, instead of the despotic Erno Pasternak. Would you try again? Incorrect. Kedra is a large nation in the mid-northern area of the Muindi Isola, north of the Occident, between the Ilmarin mountain range and the Pacentic Mare Interregnum. Care to try again? No. Stop thinking it. I said it wasn't correct. There have been a number of counter or false innocences, some assumed to have innocentic qualities, some who just thought so themselves. Occasionally, they have the support of a faction inside the ecclesiastic organization, and accusations of foul play have arisen. The most famous and important of these was Erno Pasternak. He was into torture, despotism, hymns, cannons, and world conquest, but got defeated and humiliated by Stepan the Despicable of Kedra. Final stretch. You've come so far and learned so much. This is the most important one. Question 4. Who was the... I've got it. Honest. Of course, this is my thing. The reason I exist in this world. The correct answer is 0 doubts. Correct. The Mesk might see Franco Negro as the father of nations, but as of this century, there's been a great shift in attitude. Dolores Day has become widely regarded as the greatest innocent. Everything from inter-isolary travel to the connected world to 3 consecutive scientific revolutions can be traced back to her. Every decade that passes, she seems less human somehow, and more. Congratulations on finishing the test. The results and your subsequent grade have been calculated. A D, not particularly remarkable, but technically a passing grade. Not that any... You would have done better if you just left Dolores Day for the end. Dial the Dolores Day down a bit. You are shouting at an inanimate object, like a real weirdo. No wonder you see... Shelves full of biographies. Browsing through, suddenly, high-speed love. Next to next...
I really must... I'm sorry.
This bookstore is not strictly about crime.
Indeed. Something about that book does seem to have spoken to you. Well, I hope it contains what you're looking...
Medicinal Purposes of the Pearl. The cover of this heavy tome features a number of... Flipping through the book, you find a number of sections on the general benefits of the pearl. A large pharmacopoeia makes up nearly half of the book. You come across the following explanation. While modern pharmacopoeia are continually updated by so-called experts based on the results of clinical trials. Readers will find assembled here the timeless wisdom relied upon by generations of traditional Seolite medicine practitioners, Mesk mystics, and Ilmaran folk doctors. It's all quackery, in other words. Finally, something to calm the angry spirits that have been plaguing you. It seems to contain descriptions of the medicinal properties of various ingredients that may be gathered from the pale, as well as instructions for producing a variety of herbal remedies. There are a number of Seolite tonics that promise to improve your short-term memory, but nothing that speaks to your... What you're describing is booze. You don't need any herbs for that. There's nothing in here that speaks to hangovers directly. However, while browsing through the various descriptions, you become convinced that you could assemble something from the ingredients listed here. Want to give it a shot? First, you need to choose a base ingredient. Next, you'll need to combine the base ingredient with an appropriate vehicle. Lastly, is there anything else you'd like to add? You've created a julep of mint. It won't help your hangover, but it does seem like it would be. The cool damp of the city has penetrated to your very marrow. Summer is a long way away. Would you like to try again? Very well. Next, you'll need to combine. Lastly, you've created a delicious tincture of whiskey and ginger. According to the pharmacopoeia, it should increase your energy. Would you like to try again? You close the book and find yourself staring. Very well. Next, you'll need. Lastly, you've created a delicious tincture of whiskey and ginger. Would you like to try? You close.
Had enough of you, Mr. Bookie.
Shelves filled to the brim with crime novels featuring...
Of course. Such violence and immorality. Ugh.
In your hand, you hold Dick Mullen and the Mistaken Identity. The brittle paperback feels fragile to the touch. The cover features a pastiche of different scenes. In the foreground, a man in a dark overcoat clutches a pistol to his chest. Rising up behind him are two silhouettes wrapped in a passionate embrace. The tagline reads, Detective Dick Mullen must prove his innocence after an old friend is murdered by someone who looks just like Dick Mullen. That seems to sum up the story opens with a knock at the door. Detective Dick Mullen is greeted by an old friend, Charlie Spillane, who's come to Mullen to ask a favor on this dark and cold night. Spillane needs Mullen to drive him in from Vespa to a small town along the Insulindian coast. Despite his friend's apparent agitation, Mullen does as he's asked, then returns home where he passes out drunk, as he does most nights. 2 days later, Mullen is arrested by the Vespa police and charged with the murder of Charlie Spillane. At his interrogation, Mullen learns that Charlie Spillane was shot in a bar in the very town Mullen dropped him. Desperate to clear his name, Mullen manages to convince the Vespa police to release him for 3 days so that Mullen may solve his friend's murder and prove his innocence. Of course, Mullen didn't do it. That's the whole premise of the book. Anyway, Mullen returns to the seaside bar where Spillane was murdered and meets a beautiful, mysterious woman named Diana Denerva. And not just any dame. She's truly one in a million, a knockout whose mind is as dangerous as her curves. But she's got a secret. She's any man's kind of woman. Are you sure about that? Something about her gives you a... You couldn't handle a woman like that. Look at yourself. You couldn't even handle... Stop! Nothing. Forget it. Go back to your story. Deneuve reveals that she was Spillane's lover, and that he was mixed up with a local amphetamine smuggling operation. As soon as Mullin begins...
Yeah, this game is absolutely
the whole
worth
conspiracy
playing,
begins
man.
to unravel.
This game is an absolute masterpiece of storytelling. If you want a good-ass story, interesting, that you've never experienced before, this is the one for sure. If you like CRPGs as well, it's one of the more interesting ones that I've ever played. One of the best stories in video games.
Not only is the local police captain in on the amphetamine ring, so is the son of a powerful politician and a strung-out art collector named Torvald, each of whom has his own reasons for wanting Spillane dead. Outwardly, the old police captain is a real law and order crypto-fascist, a barrel-chested man who's beaten his share of suspects to pulp. But he's also dirty and increasingly paranoid that someone's going to expose his role in the drug ring.
I will tell you one thing, man. The Baldur's Gate and Divinity, they're a fucking amazing series. This game doesn't really have like any combat really. Like all the combat is like dialogue choices and like making choices in dialogue, and just really well written dialogue and lore and shit like that. It doesn't really have like an exploration to it. It has a lot of good exploration and just exploring and finding weird, unique shit in the world. Yeah, Baldur's Gate and Divinity is a little more like combat focused. I will say like this game I would put above all the Divinities so far. Baldur's Gate 3, I would still put that above this. Baldur's Gate 3 is one of the best of all time, but I would put this game above the classic Baldur's Gate games.
He would certainly have the motive and the means, but the captain walks with a noticeable limp from an old war injury. Is it possible that he was able to conceal it long enough to commit the murder? A typical privileged twat. In all likelihood, he's just in over his head. He does bear a personal grudge against Spillane, though, a former prosecutor who nearly brought down his father's administration.
Yeah, like right now, for example, I've pretty much done everything in the game at this point. I'm about to go to like the final part of the game where it basically tells you, hey, go finish up anything, little shit, loose ends that you want to tie up before you go to the final like area of the game. And that's where I'm at, and I'm basically just in a bookstore right now I'm trying to use my money as best as I can at the end, and I'm just like buying these lore books, and this is like a detective novel that I'm basically reading.
The kid doesn't exactly have Dick Mullen's manly build, but he is the correct height, and while interrogating him at his home, Mullen did notice a certain overcoat that looks suspiciously like his own. Torvald, the art collector, is a strung-out mess. Frankly, it's hard to imagine him holding a pistol steady enough to actually hit someone, let alone plug them 3 times in the chest the way Spillane did. That said, Torvald and Spillane have a long history, and while interrogating him, Mullen discovers that Torvald was once involved with Deanna Deneuve. Could it be that this is all over a sordid love triangle? One evening, Deanna Deneuve comes to Mullen's hostel room in tears. The two of them drink half a bottle of vodka, and soon they're seeking comfort in each other's arms. Yes, comfort and pleasure. The warmth of another human's touch. The burning taste of liquor on her full, sweet lips. As the two lovers share a post-coital cigarette, Deanna Deneuve turns to Mullen and says, "By the way, Dick, there was something else I meant to tell you. I love you." Whatever it is, Mullen never hears the words. A blow to the base of his skull knocks him out cold instantly. Who can you trust in this wicked, messed up world?
Yeah, so Last of Us 2 is gonna be super awesome. That's definitely one I'm looking forward to.
Will you be there for him, though, when push comes to shove? Time will tell. In the meantime, let's get on with the story.
Yeah, to basically summarize what this game's story is, you're in this like complete fantasy, like rundown world, kind of like some like old like Soviet Russia type shit. There's a lot of like communism and like different politics and shit going on. Your guy's basically a detective that's sent to this like backwater town to solve a murder, where this dude gets killed and shot and hung from a tree, basically. Um, and your guy's like a complete like alcoholic fucking piece of shit, fucking and you kind of can decide how you want to be, if you want to lead more into like being corrupt or being like a good cop or whatever, just being like an alcoholic fucking druggy piece of shit, you can do a lot of different weird shit with it.
When Mullen comes to, Deneuve is dead on the hostel bed next to him. To make matters worse, his clothes are covered with her blood. Mullen trashes his blood-stained clothes and flees the hostel, knowing it's only a matter of hours before the cops discover Deneuve's body. If they haven't been tipped off already, the heat is on. If Dick Mullen can't solve both murders before the cops catch up to him, he's going away for life. Can you solve the case before the cops close in? What is it, detective? It's a dangerous line of work, but somebody has to do it. That's why Dick Mullen never lets anyone get too close.
Yeah, he's definitely an alcoholic detective, and your guy has, like, he starts the game having, like, amnesia, either from drinking and doing too many drugs, or whatever, doesn't remember, like, anything, and he's kind of losing his fucking mind, so there's, like, all these voices inside his head that are, like, going back and forth, talking to him, trying to steer him certain ways. Very interesting story.
There was never a time when he wasn't a detective. He was born a detective. For a moment, you cease to read the story on the page and see the book for what it is. A collection of brittle, cheaply printed pages held together by glue made from the hooves of horses. From nowhere, you hear the screech of sneakers on a waxed floor, and you feel the burn of rope against your hands. Are these figments of some other life? You won't find the answers you're looking for here, in other words. Is it really so evil, detective? Then why are you still here? What are you trying to prove exactly? And what will but then, what does this book know? It's just a poorly made piece of pulp garbage made to be consumed and discarded. So, who did it, detective? Who killed Charlie Spillane and Deanna Deneuve? Could be. Who knows? Only one way. You begin furiously flipping through pages. Even as you know these books follow a series of well-worn tropes, you find yourself completely engrossed. You're turning pages so fast, you don't even notice the ancient. You try to grab the pages as they come loose, but your fingers aren't quick enough. They're gone. Dozens of pages scatter across the floor. The last fifth or so of the book seems to have been lost. It's possible that you could gather and reassemble the pages, but it would take way too long. Yes, blame a dead horse for your fat, clumsy fingers. In your hand, you hold 4/5 of Dick Mullen and the mistaken identity.
That's hilarious.
The display rack is brimming with worn paperbacks featuring an extremely
Let me do it. We'll save really quick before I
The
do
display rack
these.
is brimming with worn paperbacks featuring an extremely muscular sword.
Oh yes, certainly. Another good sale. It is a bestseller for a reason.
Let me buy them both.
The cover of this tattered paperback features the man from Yelmdar standing atop a pile of bloody corpses. His two Zweihanders are crossed over his massive chest in a dramatic X, their blades dripping with gore. Behind him rise the harsh, snow-capped peaks of his native Northlands. In bold red letters, the title, Hjelmdalaman, the man from Hjelmdal, unfurls like a banner. In the foreground, a nearly nude woman lies spread in supplication, her privates strategically covered by her flowing black hair. The back blurb reads, his latest adventure serves as the perfect introduction to the savage Hjelmdal saga. Meet man from Hjelmdal, his faithful blood brother Tyribald, the noble Lord Hrothgar, and some of their most fearsome foes yet, for the Northlands, for Hjelmdal.
I have played Wasteland 3 and Pillars of Eternity 2. I haven't beat Pillars 2. I beat Pillars 1. Fantastic game, one of my favorite CRPGs ever made. Pillars 2 is really fucking good as well, but I've only played like a handful of hours of it recently. I need to actually get back to playing that. And Wasteland 3 is also really fucking good. It's very similar to like the first two classic Fallout games, if you enjoy anything like that, or even like Fallout like lore. It's very Fallout-esque. And Pillars 2 is a lot of pirate shit, you know. You get your own like ship, which is a really cool mechanic in a CRPG where you get to like change like the cannons around and different shit, you know, and just equip your ship really cool like that. And then you have like an overview map where you get to like sail from island to island, you know, as you're exploring the world, which is really interesting.
The story opens in media res. The man from Hjelmdal and his band of northern reavers are in the bowels of an ancient temple, surrounded by an army of gibbering wights, led by the deathless necromancer. One by one, the brave Northmen fall to the relentless crush of undead, only to join their number as reanimated corpses. By nightfall, only the man from Hjelmdal and his blood brother, noble Tyribald, are left standing against the dead horde. It is an honor to die by your side, brother.
I haven't actually played
as his battle axe beheads one of their reanimated comrades.
It's one that I actually haven't played.
Nine, Tyribald, the man from Hjelmdal, bellows over the army of flesh and bone. Have courage for the Northlands, for Hjelmdal. He leaps to the mezzanine to face the black-eyed figure, and like a mad ice bear, whirling twin Zweihanders, Sturm and Drang, he plows through the ranks of the deathless, surrounding the necromancer. It is physically impossible for a human being to effectively dual-wield Zweihander swords in any kind of real-life combat situation. And with deadly finesse, his twin blades scissor the necromancer's head from its body. The undead legions collapse like ragdolls as the dark magic leaves them, and the two Northmen stand alone in their cursed temple, where the bodies of their lost brothers litter the floor. A few chapters later, the man from Hjelmdal and Tyribald are in a completely different setting, high above an arid desert, riding a pair of griffins that always seem to appear at narratively convenient moments. This book makes a mockery of the very idea of good plotting, though something tells you coherence was never the point. The Northmen find themselves in the court of a powerful southern king. Lord Hrothgar. The old king beseeches the man from Heimdall to rid his kingdom of the Nachtherra, a subterranean clan of blind wizards who traded their souls for demonic powers. The man from Heimdall extracts a high price from the desperate king. He asks land for the homeless desert pygmies living exiled in the kingdom's borderlands. Hrothgar offers the hand of his eldest daughter instead, but the son of winter does not budge. What do you mean? Because the flame of justice burns bright within his chest, because, above all, he's driven to bring honor to the name of his beloved Heimdall, because his noble Cutland blood lusts for glory and conquest. It cannot be denied. What do you mean, is that all? He is the man from Heimdall, forged in the fury of battle. Death was his sire, and blood his dam. He had but 14 winters when he left his frigid homelands in Cutla to seek glory and honor. That is his character. He doesn't even have a real name. What is inside this man? Or is muscle and bone all he is? He is the wildest man alive. The only mortal strong enough to wield the twin Zweihanders, Sturm and Drang, whose names mean storm and... What are you, a book critic? Enough. You're ruining the pacing of the story. Now where did you leave off? Ah yes, what pacing? You skip past a section detailing an elaborate banquet with many toasts, as well as the long and perilous journey from Hrothgar's keep to the ancient forest of Yesdar, where our heroes infiltrate the Nachtherra's dire hall. In the center of the great hall stands a blood altar on which a pair of Nachtherra are disemboweling a shrieking peasant, an unholy rite that empowers. As the vile ceremony ends, the sound of steel unsheathing draws the Nachtherra's attention to a pair of cloaked figures standing in the doorway. Swiftly, the visitors toss off their cloaks and unsheathe glimmering northern steel. It's the man from Heimdall and his valiant blood brother, Tyribald. In an instant, the Nachtherra summon a horde of gibbering orcanoids who rush our heroes. The hall fills with the clang of blades and the screams of the dying as the floor goes slick with steaming orcanoid viscera. Oh, for fuck's sake. When the din of battle settles, only the man from Heimdall and Tyribald remain standing. Exhausted and dripping with the entrails of their foes, the two Northmen confront the foul Nachtherra. The man from Heimdall's soda-like blue eyes fill with indescribable fury. For the Northlands, he cries, rushing headlong into a desperate melee. He probably is, but you can't be sure, 'cause this one ends in a cliffhanger and a footnote saying, "To be continued in Heimdall." Considering the sheer amount of different Heimdallaman books out there, it's very unlikely you're ever gonna find the sequel. The man from Heimdall stares at you on the cover, his face fixed in grim resolve.
That was really interesting. I like that. Man from Heimdall and the Devil Woman.
The edges of the pages are worn and smudged. A lot of people have read about the Devil Woman's altercations with the Heimdall. The jacket copy proclaims, "Man from Heimdall returns in his most exciting adventure yet. After crashing into a strange jungle, cannibalistic natives abduct his only surviving comrade, noble Tyribald. Before Man from Heimdall can mount a rescue, he is ambushed by a tribe of female warriors and taken to the ancient citadel of Cloud City, where a mysterious and wicked queen rules supreme. Will Man from Heimdall be able to escape his dire situation and find his missing friend? You open the book to a random page. Man from Hjelmdal, wielding his two Zweihanders, is carving through a sea of savages, his visage fixed in grim determination. His arms, whirling like windmills, are soaked with the blood of his enemies. Mangled corpses litter the battlefield. It calls out to you. This is the spirit of Revachol. Berserker rage burns in his azure-hued eyes as he brings glory and honor to his long-lost Hjelmdala tribe. From the village of Hjelmdal, the ivory giant roars like an ice bear, and the winds of Gatla howl out his name. Man from Hjelmdal rides on a gilded griffin.
I'm not sure what I would say the best CRPG is.
Both Zweihanders sheathed on his back. He is off to war. Will he conquer his enemies?
It's hard for me to pick like favorite things because I like so much shit. If I had to say the best CRPG, it's probably gonna be Baldur's Gate 3. Yeah, honestly, it's probably gonna have to be Baldur's Gate 3. It's just such a modern feeling CRPG compared to like some of the older ones. And some things I would put above it, but for like a classical like Dungeons and Dragons style fantasy CRPG, it's gotta be Baldur's Gate 3. There's no doubt in my mind.
The steel muscles of man from Hjelmdal gleam in the humid jungle air. Yet the man does not sweat. In meditation, his soul drifts.
So hopefully with Sven, whatever his name is, Sven Vinky, the head of Larian, hopefully with their next game, their next Divinity game, with him saying it's going to be bigger and more, you know, crazy than Baldur's Gate 3, hopefully they can actually deliver on that, because that's going to be fucking insane. That's going to be an amazing game no matter what.
A passage reads, "The man from Hjelmdal looks up, his eyes blue as the mountain lakes of his homeland. He rarely speaks, but now his voice booms in the darkened throne room. Do not try to sap my masculine essence, wicked temptress. Son of Hjelmdal will never succumb to your seductive wiles. Thine spells are no match for purity and strength of will. Brothers of Hjelmdal, stand above the vices of flesh, for it is weak and corruptible, yet mine is forged in gore and strife." Queen Lydiana just laughs, a sultry and salacious sound. "I have grand plans for you, man from Hjelmdal." She gestures her diabolical hand toward an array of potions and unguents. "First, you shall please me. Then lead my armies against the vicious cannibals. Not a muscle moves in the face of the man from Hjelmdal. Yet inside, there is turmoil. This goes against all he holds sacrosanct." In the final pages, man from Hjelmdal mounts Gallavarin, his mighty griffin, and turns his gaze to the horizon. Queen Lydiana is dead, but an army of cannibals is storming the gates, and still there's no word of trusty Tyribald. To find out what happens next, you'll have to pick up Man from Hjelmdal and the Three-Eyed Skull.
They always end with a cliffhanger. But I need to get down here. I think that's pretty much everything. Okay, let's go to the island.
The skiff floats once you get in. Have you made... Remember what the net picker said?
Let's do it. Thought I had a drink sitting here behind me. What a slow boat ahead.
Want to be free.
Excuse me. This is some like fucking Hideo Kojima Death Stranding shit. Must be the church right there. My dog Kuno. Yeah, I did have a partner, but he had to go do some other shit. So now I got this little fucking meth head kid with me. Meth head 12-year-old is my partner now.
The boat comes to a slow stop. You turn the engine off. There is very little wind here today. The ghost is standing still. You look at your arms.
Good, you made it. I mapped the place out, and it looks like both of us aren't gonna make it. This is Death Island, the Hellmore. I don't know. Maybe Kuno's just pessimistic because of the massive speed hangover. I did scout the place out.
The kid turns away from you, cautiously looking to his... He hasn't been here before.
Talk to Kuno.
The chain trails off into the ocean, connecting the island to the supply depot on the coast.
Cool fucking chain. Fuck does Kuno know? Kuno would use it to bring shit to the island.
Make me a save real quick. How do I get over there? So I have to go up and around this way. have to go inside here to get down.
There's a greasy old spring mattress in the corner, resting on piles of soft cover books. White linen and a pillow are visible under a worn-out caracal blanket.
Check this shit. Someone's been squatting here. Kuno knows because this shit looks like Kuno's place.
A flash of pain interrupts you, making you grimace instead of spewing out.
Hey, Kuno doesn't want to hurt your feelings, but you look like shit. Maybe you should lie down in the bed, like recover.
You face the concrete wall. There's less light there, in the dark corner. Like a dog, you lie there. The blanket feels cold. The entire room does. Concrete and cold. Minutes pass. Half an hour maybe. The sounds of the sea beyond grow distant. You feel yourself standing up in the darkness, right next to the mattress. Slowly, the world begins to hatch from the blackness. It's evening. Sleep.
Have any fucking heads-up display? Who knows? Gone. I didn't even pay attention that you could go like underneath that to get this way. Dolores Day, the innocence of humanism, internationalism, and the welfare state turns around to face you. She has an airship airbag, off to advise the Queen of Shest, most likely. This is the Holy Suzerain of Mwindi and Insulinda, definitely not your wife. You need to talk to her. I don't know, man. What is the Holy Suzerain doing here? Something seems off.
No, Harry. No. I don't want a massive, epic showdown. I want to go to the aerodrome. I have tickets for the 10:20 flight. We don't have anything to talk about anymore. Every combination of words has been played out. The atoms don't form us anymore. It's all gone. I have to go to the aerodrome. I have to leave Revachol and you. And you have to be alone.
Oh God, whatever you do, don't try to kiss her yet. Not after that. You're still reeling. You'll fall over if you try now.
I don't want it. It looks expensive. I don't want it. That's not what figurines do, Harry.
She looks at the headless Faun rider between your fingers and doesn't know what to say.
Harry, I don't want things. I want to go to the... I didn't ask for things. It's too late to give me anything. I would have liked the Headless Fallen Rider back then. It's not. But... I don't know why I said but. That's it, yes. We've talked about it 1,000,000 times. You will get over it. Just like I...
Where in hell? Stop. You're only making it worse for him. You never help with anything. Oh yes, she'll come around now. Are you... She's about to say something. Here it comes. Her innocence, Dolores Day, fiddles with the handle of her airport bag. She has a pained expression. See? She isn't saying, I don't understand. It was...
We were bad for each other, okay? I was bad for you. Can you not see? I'm bad. I had to stop. It just takes some time. For you, I think it will take something like 20 years, maybe? It was hard for me too, you know? But I can. Yes. It only took me 1 year, yes. But that time is gone now. No, Harry. We already tried again.
Is that how it is now? We should just try all good things twice and then give up. By that lot, not you too.
Yes, of course. You're a Kingsman and I'm a socialist traitor because I don't want to keep hurting you. I don't know. Please. Harry, we can't be together because you're insane.
They're turning moist now. Her eyes. She slowly shakes her head and tries to get a hold of herself, brushing her hands in her gown.
This is some weird shit.
You know what I mean. A cop. You've worked there for so long you can't even talk like a normal person anymore. It's always lists with you. Questions. This is another list, isn't it?
In descending order, usually. It's best to do them like that.
It's not just the lists. You get sad, Harry. Too sad. People can't get that sad. Other people get sad too, but not like you. You stay down for too long. You only communicated with encyclopedic... In conclusion, you're ill. You're an old, insane man. And you have to be in hell until the end of your life. And I don't know what you mean. Dolores Day. You don't have to hate the world. Can't you see how kind and beautiful everything is? I don't have time to deal with your pessimism. There are so many people at the stop at this hour. They're all going to the aerodrome. It wasn't a fight. I was never fighting you. You're right. I was angry at you, but I truly am not anymore. My life is in a very good place. Oh, Harry, you shouldn't have done that. Call me like that. They shouldn't have. They really shouldn't. I was in Morova already. Safe. In the warmth of the night. Wrapped in my future love. There, I think of you less and less. Whole weeks go by without me remembering you.
something around real quick. Something. Right.
Months already. Soon it will be years without the hurt. I sit there in Morova, in the holy gratitude of my bliss.
The air gets cold around you. She looks down on her stomach. Then, black-eyed dogs wander the alleys. Apple trees hang their bony limbs low over the patchwork of roofs. Red and black. Revachol West, the evening sun. She's left and bloomed, far away from us. Our vast is Dora. That's what the voice said on the phone. Dubois, yes. Dora Dubois.
Oh no, no. We're not doing that again. The morning? I don't understand. Oh my God, Harry, stop. I don't want to hear anything about the morning. Mourning someone who's... I can't do that anymore. I'm not 80 years old, I'm 32. People my age are not supposed to mourn. Wasn't I Dolores Day just a second ago? Now I'm the X thing? You're confusing me. Look, I haven't even bought the tickets yet. Great. It's the abyss of the void. Soon it will be the gloaming, then it will be the world ending. My friends are waiting for me on the platform, Harry. It's impolite to... I will. Yes, Harry. I am. Things have gotten much better for me, now that I am the ruler of the known world. Oh God, it's already so late. I have to go. That sounds nice, Harry, but I really don't want to argue about...
This won't be an argument. It will be emotional and true. A long sigh. 1 millennium.
I am not a star. I'm a confused young woman eating your mind. There are no stars. There is no light. There will be no future. There is only this intersection, and the aerodrome, where I must go, incessantly.
The star has gone out. She cannot rekindle it. You cannot rekindle it. There is nothing within or below matter. Just the dull no of a mind made up. Just like 4 billion others. I am so sorry.
We both said a lot of things.
It was her. I can feel it. I can see it in her tender long fingers, in her wrists. Her hand wrote it, said those things.
As Queen Regnant, I write a lot of letters.
You need to recite it to her, for effect. All of it. No summaries.
Please, Harry, I just don't have time for this. Okay, stop. Yes. Are you happy now? Very well. I wrote it. It was 100 million years ago. I was someone else then, filled to the brim with love for you. Hanging on your every word. Oh, Harry, you were the coolest. But I am no longer that person. This has taken her place. No, you scared it out of me. With your crying, your hysteric, the awful time we wound up having, and the cheap rental flats you could afford. Can't you see? I can never think you're cool again. I can only think that way about new people.
A cheap rental with mold on the walls and the tap dripping.
Yes, I have found someone for whom I can feel the same. A copy of my love for you, only this time he is careful and rich. He will not lose me. It will go. Harry, do you notice how none of this is very funny? I hate being that. I don't want to be anything for you. I hope the decades it takes for you to get over me have all the coolest. With your leather jacket and your boot-cut pants, smoking in the bus stop. I wanted you to be the rest of my life that day. And you were. Some of it, at least. You were my first kiss, my first time to have sex, the first and worst time I fell in love. I will always have that with me. It's a fact. But that is all it is. Yes, let's talk about that too. Let's bring it up, the zoo. In Le Jardin, the day we went east of the river, to the aquarium first, I was sad about my mother. I don't even know why. The shimmer of the fish tank on my face. It was just a day then, but to think, were we there now, you could touch my hair, kiss me, talk to me about anything, go virtually anywhere in the world. Not like...
That's sharp and...
No, it's all you. I always loved you for it, but it could not save us. It could not make me stay. In the end, your mind just told you precisely how bad things are. And who would want to stay around for that? 42. That is the light rail that took me to Coron, to school and work. Every morning. It's the same stop I met you at, Harry. 100,000 million years. No human being should still remember the position of atoms such eons ago. It must feel unnaturally sad. A sadness so ancient, it is shared even by archaebacteria. Is there really anything left? If not, we can always repeat one of the things we have already talked about. Talk about it again. If you do not feel like doing that, then you should let me go to the aerodrome. That is very contested by modern historians. Very contested. Plus, you're only saying this because things didn't work out between us. I have to go to the aerodrome now. I don't have time to defend myself from these accusations. You were very bad to me too. We've talked about it like 7 million times now. I am actually very ordinary, Harry. Below this gown and wreath, I have an ordinary soul and ordinary thoughts. The only this thing you've made me into. I'm sorry for saying so, but I just hate it. What is this? My lungs do not glow, Harry. I am just like all the others. None of us have glowing lungs. Stop making me into some kind of... I didn't ask for them either. They're just a folk tale that has nothing to do with my reign, or the direction I have set our species on.
All the roads will miss her footsteps when she's gone from here. A completely different world. Your feet still tremble from the steps you took, as if over an enormous distance, standing against her. Her body close to you, radiating warmth. With your eyes closed, you move your lips on her mouth. She is not kissing you back. Her chest rising like a pillow, warm exhalations against the side of your mouth. Her hidden, distant, kept safe from you, feels like soft fuzz, a bird covered in down feathers, brushing against the world's most precious material, reserved for those she lets close enough to feel it. You are stealing a touch. Nothing, just pillows against you, unresponsive, but for the taste. Her hand does not return the grip. Her body is rigid, a current of unease, distrust. For you, the delicate wreath on her forehead pressing into your temple. The silver is cold from the spring evening air. This was not about failure or success. This was always going to be horror. I should not have suggested it. The moment is ending. She is going to move her face away from yours. Trying hard not to look at you. When she withdrew and you held on, brother, you should put me in front of a firing squad. I have no words for how I failed you.
No, I'm just Dora. Why did you do that to yourself? You know I don't cheat, Harry.
She breathes out heavily, as if something painful has passed through her, and shakes her head. She shakes her head one more time. The evening wind rustles her.
No, Harry. Not yet. There is one more thing you have to see. I'm pregnant. Of course not. I terminated yours. Don't you remember? You poor fuck. Poverty-stricken. Now, go ahead. Ask me more questions.
More questions.
I have to, Harry. Really, I've already missed the 8:30. I'm gonna go now.
I was wrong. You don't have power over her anymore. You shouldn't have said that. I am wrong about everything. You should go on without me.
No, that would only be painful and dull. At the aerodrome, life, love, and laughter are waiting for me. At the cafeteria, light, life, culture. It's so much better than here. Everything here reminds me of you and the horrible times we had. The nights we stayed up, I have to wipe it all off me and be clean again. I want to be a good person again. Not this. Not what you made me into. That was someone else. I betrayed her, overwrote her, and am happier for it. And I'm really going now. The time is up. I won't see you, but you will. Oh, Harry, this is a dream. Can't you see? I'm already in Morova by now. Who knows? Right here, tomorrow night. Once this dream starts happening, it keeps happening. 3 times a week, at least. And Harry, it really, I'm suffocatingly beautiful. And young. And I smell of tutti frutti chewing gum. Like I did that time when I asked you for forgiveness. After leaving you the first time. So long ago. Oh yes, this is real darkness. It's not death, or war, or child molestation. Real darkness has love for effect. See you tomorrow.
Okay, so this was a dream like I thought. That's why the fucking heads-up display wasn't there. Starting to think it was like a glitch, maybe, perhaps.
Oh, there, man. You've been squealing and thrashing around. Crazy. And now you're bleeding too? Again? Sure. That's why you mumbled about bitches. Yeah? No biggie. Don't shit yourself. All the worst dreams are about bitches. You wouldn't believe this. Now let's get this shit back on the road, yo. Just make sure you don't die. Kuno's no fucking more
I was like, why the fuck does my dude look like this?
Books and magazines lie scattered on the floor and on a makeshift cupboard. They are not particularly well, or most are soft covers. Serialized fantastique and detective stories from the 20s and 30s. This disparate digest includes the classic Animal Adventures, popular depictions of man versus nature by amateur naturalists T&T Harpin, husband and wife, widely read by people from all walks of life, who among what is mostly commercial fiction and serialized stories, you find a magazine cathodique for electrical engineering. Then it's back to pulp, light erotica, an international thriller about circuit benders.
Been reading shit here. Hooked on the book.
Oh yes, under the bed, there is a rather extensive collection of critical theory, that is, dour, life non-affirming left-wing literature, published by small imprints such as Abattoir Firm and Ouzia. It's not exactly light reading.
Yeah.
He has no idea. Wasn't there some in the communist students' room?
Yeah, cool. Detective shit.
The little books seem inconsequential next to the big pile of frivolous entertainment covering them.
Kuno doesn't give a shit. Kuno's not hooked on the book. Trying to get me hooked on it. Teachers and shit.
This means we have a critical theory-loving vagrant here. Soft covers, serial... An old cylindrical generator is nested above the ammo lift, with makeshift electrical wiring running out of its side and across the floor. The cables disappear into the wall to your right.
This shit's cold?
No, this isn't right.
I think I'm gonna take a break off this for right now. Probably continue it some more later. That was fun. Please enjoy some good old Disco Elysium story. Now I'm about to hop over to something else for a bit. Gonna a little bit of maybe. I might play a little more Tempest. It's been a little while since I played this. It's a RTS game. I think I might play another mission or two of it. I definitely like it. It's kind of like a throwback to old Command and Conquer games. And I haven't really been playing it. I really want to like beat it. And then I'll probably play a little GTA 4 again, do another like episode of my YouTube series on that. Up all the way. Glitchy load up this game has. At least it's fucking mini. Already seen that. Why is this game like? A good game? Just a second and I'll get this shit fucking popping. Just what games I'm streaming and whatnot. I will be back and I'm basically just playing this through for the story. That's why I have it on easy. I'll be right back in just a second. Alright. Sorry about that. Had to do a couple things real quick. This is taking me to the Mission 4 briefing. Perfect. Alright, welcome to the Mission 4 playthrough of mine for the GDI campaign. Let me actually spend these points first. Sure, let's do that. Memory, another one of these. Alright, welcome to Mission 4. We're going to Munich, Germany for retaliation.
Commander, good, you're here. The intel you brought us led to a base in Central Europe. The recon we sent in was repelled. They didn't stand a chance. The Dynasty have amassed an enormous army right under our noses. And as of 10 minutes ago, while the GDF Council was debating whether to even respond, the Dynasty have launched attacks across our western border. They've been planning this for God knows how long. I see. Stand by, Commander. I have a line for you from the Council.
Commander, it's a pleasure. Undersecretary Green, advisor to the Council of Directors. And it is on behalf of the Council that I have to say, your skills are certainly impressive. We've been watching your work. While the Council is still in session, I have been asked to get in touch. I see that you were allocated the use of some of our specialists in your last sortie. Congratulations. Do be careful with them. They are rather useful tools, and it would be a great shame for some of them to be displaced. Be sure to listen to your specialists. They have a lot of experience on the field. Oh, speaking of, if I may be so bold, you surely wouldn't object to having an advisor of your own, no? Your performance in command has been outstanding, of course, but surely such menial tasks as paperwork are beneath you. There are a few hardworking individuals I could recommend, people you would trust to...
I need my commander back, please.
It appears my time is up. Commander,
Always talking, never doing. I need you to oversee the front lines. Scratch that. The front lines appear to be a lot closer to home than they were. Screw it. Commander, reinforce Munich. I'm rerouting your forces there now. You won't have long to mount a defense before the enemy reaches the city. I have reinforcements on their way to you, but you'll have to make do as best as you can. Hold the line. We can't afford to lose the city. You're up.
Yes, sir. Let's get rocking.
Please stand by.
All right, Commander. Base is yours. Check your defenses and get a comms rig online. If you can knock out the enemy SAM sites, I'll be able to send you support from the air. We don't have long. Do not give them the city, Commander.
Sit here and try to like remember what the fuck I'm even doing.
Constructing.
Shield Maiden standing by. Taking new position.
Acknowledged. As well.
Yes, command.
We got like
Sir!
3 defense
Construction
points.
complete. Constructing.
Armory, barracks, vehicle bay.
Training.
Okay.
Construction complete.
Awaiting orders. Okay.
You got it! Hovercraft reporting. Keep with me. Targeting systems.
Unit ready.
Survey.
Caution. Enemy units approaching.
Fucking survey right there. Satellite uplink.
Constructing.
Do it right there. Insurance.
Construction complete. Unit is under attack.
Defend this place, destroy the same sites, construct a comms rig.
Training.
Get one of them, I reckon.
Construction complete. Researching. Insufficient funds.
Ready to support. Gliding over.
Construction complete.
Moving to intercept. Proceeding. Yes, command.
Insufficient funds.
Gliding over. Taking new position. Not a problem. Yes, command. Understood. Removing threat. Clearing the air. Let's confirm. Tracking target. Ready to roll. Commander. Shield Maiden standing by. Watching the skies.
Insufficient funds.
I'll take him. Proceeding.
There's the first SAM site. Take it down, but don't leave the base undefended.
Unit is under attack. The comms rig can coordinate other units through local comms for improved vision and rate of fire. It can also lay mines. Use the comms rigs to prepare for enemy assault.
Route received. Shield Maiden standing. Proceeding. Hovercraft reporting. Understood. Affirmative. Coordinating your forces. Synchronize. Mindful at my location.
Here.
On way to location. Heading out. Placing mines here. Infantry! I hear you, Command. Loud and clear. We're on our way. Ready to support. Yes, Command.
Constructing. Keep with me. Not a problem.
Construction complete.
Gliding over.
Anywhere. Secondary objective accomplished. Construction complete.
Roger that. On way to location. Placing mines here.
Caution. Enemy units approaching.
Radar coming online.
Training. Constructing.
Ready to support.
Construction complete.
Yes, command.
Unit ready.
Comms rig, picking you up. Heading out. We're on our way. Watch your step, everyone.
Construction complete.
Synchronize. Mindful at my location.
Set up mines so these motherfuckers just don't see what's coming
On
to
way to
them.
location. We're on our way. Roger that. Heading out. Holding position.
Cancelled. Training.
These fucking things now. Shitload of hunter tanks.
Training. Insufficient funds. Insufficient funds.
Run this wall.
I hear you, Command. Disconnecting. Watch your step, everyone.
Unit ready.
Loud and clear. Placing mines here.
They never see the mines coming.
Route received.
Unit ready. Training.
It's the first one of them.
Patching you through. On way to location. Targeting systems understood. Taking your position. Not a problem.
Unit ready.
Coordinating your forces. We're on our way. Commander. Comms rig. Picking you.
Unit ready. Training.
Hovercraft reporting.
On your command. Yes, sir.
Watching the skies. Proceeding.
Which way I can get
Yes,
shit like
command.
this stuff.
Understood. Not a problem. Taking your position. That's confirmed. Moving to intercept. Gliding.
Unit ready. Training. Caution. Enemy units approaching. Constructing.
Shield maiden standing by. Not a problem. Understood. Taking your position. Removing threat.
Our base
bitches.
Removing threat.
Unit lost.
Targeting systems online. I'll take 'em. Watching the skies. Commander. That's a confirm.
Yeah, this shit.
Removing threat. Moving to intercept. Shield maidens.
Build up back here.
The air. Tracking target. I'll take him. Clearing the
Unit ready.
moving to intercept. Catching you.
Unit ready.
Roger that. Ready to support.
On hold. Cancelled. Training.
I hear you, Command. We're on our way. Hovercraft reporting. Tracking target. Let's confirm. Removing threat. Not a problem. Proceeding. Gliding over.
Acknowledged, Command.
Unit ready.
On way to location.
Vehicle reporting. Receiving. Prowling. Ready to roll. On your command.
Ready to support.
Unit is under attack.
Watching the skies. Understood.
Constructing.
Shield maiden standing by.
Anywhere you say. Understood. Closing.
Construction complete.
Keep with me. Yes, Command. Clearing the air. Proceeding.
Construction complete. Unit is under attack.
I'll take him.
Unit lost. Training.
Targeting systems. Tracking target.
Caution. Enemy units approaching.
Not a problem.
Building captured.
Keep with me. Moving to intercept. Taking new position. Understood. Removing threat. Clearing the air.
Base is under attack. Unit is under attack.
Hovercraft reporting. Watching the skies.
Base is under attack.
Tracking target.
Their base is caution under attack.
I'll take him.
Unit ready.
Vehicle reporting.
Shield maiden standing by. Ready to support.
Unit is under attack.
Moving out!
You got it.
Unit lost.
Hovercraft reporting. Proceeding. That's confirmed. Gliding over. Clearing the air. Removing threat. Moving to intercept. Tracking target.
You sons of bitches.
I'll take him.
This shit belongs to the GBF, bitch.
Proceeding. Tracking target.
Unit ready.
Clearing the air.
Rifle ready! You got it!
Receiving. Prowling.
Training.
Watching the skies. Taking new position. Yes, Command. Not a problem. Moving to intercept. Understood. Removing threat.
Primary objective accomplished.
Gliding. Commander. With the SAMs down, you can now build an air control tower. Scopes is picking up more SAMs ahead. Take those out, and we can regain control of the city. Get a sky crane in the air to transport your forces, and clear the rest of those sites.
Unit is under attack.
Keep with me. Taking your position. Not a problem. Clearing the air.
Unit ready.
Yes, Command. Gliding over. Shield maiden standing by. Proceeding.
Construction complete.
You got it.
Training.
Watching the skies. Ready to support. Removing threat. Moving to descent. I'll take him.
Construction complete.
Ready.
Unit is under attack.
Vehicle reporting. Prowling.
Training.
Commander, load infantry and vehicles into the sky crane for transport.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Hovercraft reporting.
Unit is under attack.
Transport Supremo. Acknowledge command.
Caution, enemy units approaching.
Unit ready.
Not a problem. Standing by on his hovercraft reporting. Keep with me. Taking your position.
Unit ready.
Removing threat. Clearing the air. I'll take.
Base is under attack.
Gliding over. That's confirmed. Transport Supreme. On approach.
Our base is under attack.
Not a problem. Moving to intercept. Acknowledge command. On approach. Proceeding.
Training. Training.
Shield maiden step. Moving to position. Removing threat. Training target. Roger that. Ready to support.
Unit ready.
Yes, command. Taking due position. Moving to position. Keeping her steady.
Primary objective accomplished.
Not a problem. Away we go. Disengaging.
How are we, Command? Captain Hayes, comms officer reporting in. Let me know where you need me.
All right, hit the ground.
Unit is under attack.
Proceeding. Moving to position. Get ready for drop-off. Acknowledge command. Understood. Keeping us. Touching down. Moving to LC. Targeting system. Carrier report. Touching down. On approach. Keeping her steady.
Unit ready.
On approach.
Our base is under attack.
Moving to position.
Oh, shit.
Keep with me.
Unit is under attack. Our base is under attack.
Watching the skies.
Unit ready.
Crush them. Affirmative. Understood. Making tracks.
Unit ready.
Waiting orders. Moving. Gun up down.
Our base is under attack.
Away we go. Away we go.
Unit lost.
Bring it on! Discharging laser.
Our base is under attack.
Too easy. You got it. Licking up. Here's the big gun. Relocating network. Too easy. Of course. Of course.
Unit ready.
Here's the big gun.
Carrier report. Moving troops. All right, hit the ground.
Unit ready.
Acknowledge command. Scouting. On approach. We're here.
Unit lost.
Roll out.
Get ready for draw ball. Moving to LC.
Closing ground.
Disengaging.
Unit ready.
Not a problem. Blasting. No worries.
Unit ready. Unit is under attack.
Keep with me. Landing. Gotcha. Overcrossing.
Caution. Enemy units approaching.
Taking your position.
Unit lost.
Got your comms here. Here's the big gun. You bet. Bring it on.
Unit lost.
I like this one. Oh yeah. Discharging laser. You bet. You got it. Not a problem. Relocating network.
Base is under attack.
I like this one.
Watching the skies. Ready for big.
Unit lost. Additional silos required. Training. Cancelled.
Of course. Blasting.
Ready to support. Sky Green. On approach.
Unit ready.
Touching down. Acknowledge command. Gliding over. Away
It's a
we
pain in the ass having to fucking these motherfuckers over here.
Making tracks.
We're here.
I've got what you need. Of course.
Additional silos required. Training. Unit lost.
Standing by.
Anywhere you say.
Ready for bigger. All right, hit the ground.
Specialist under attack.
Targeting systems. Not a problem.
I like this one.
Additional silos required.
Roaming. No worries.
Unit ready.
Party time.
Unit lost. Constructing.
Where's the fight?
Construction complete.
I'm here. Blasting.
Construction complete.
Bring it on.
Unit lost.
Party time. Discharging laser. Oh yeah.
Construction complete.
I'm through here and destroy the last SAM sites.
Oh yeah.
Get this shit the fuck out of here. Should be
Great
the
job.
level
That's the
completed.
last of them. Now get your troops back and hold the fort. I've got air support en route.
Linking up. Linking up. Of course.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged, command.
Constructing.
Sentinel here. Affirmative.
Carrying the signal.
Unit ready.
On approach. Acknowledge command. Moving to LZ. Acknowledge command.
Commander. Prowling.
Caution. Enemy units approaching. Unit ready.
Of course.
Need a lift.
Unit is under attack.
Too easy. Roaming. Roaming.
Construction complete.
Keeping her steady.
Unit ready.
Loud and clear.
Receiving. Roll out. Vehicle reporting. Understood.
Yeah, let's leave it in this shit, no matter what they send.
Affirmative.
Unit ready. Unit is under attack. Our base is under attack.
Understood. Prowling.
Our base is under attack.
Standing by. Get ready for drop.
Unit ready.
Moving to position. Move.
Unit is under attack.
I'm here. Where's the fire?
Unit ready.
I've got what you need. Relocating network.
Caution. Enemy units approaching.
There we go. Oh, yeah.
Eyes on target. We'll take it from here.
Got bombed, one of these bitches. Alright. Pretty good mission. I might probably do the other one later. I'm gonna take a little break from streaming for a little bit, but I will be back later to do some more. Appreciate everyone for stopping in. Be back here in a couple hours, probably. Do a little bit more.